Okay, Eamon, so we've said our most embarrassing stories.
Yep.
Do you know what was more embarrassing than the stories themselves?
Which ones?
What?
What?
What did you say?
I said which ones? What embarrassing stories?
Our embarrassing stories.
Yeah.
This guy's stupid. No,
Oh,
sorry, okay. I was trying to do a segue there, but you didn't let me. Okay.
Okay, you can start
So,
again.
okay, we're talking about teachers. No, we're keeping that in. We're keeping that in. You're a retard. We're keeping that in. It's fine. Okay.
I was confused, bro. Okay, come
I
on.
said, do you know what's just as embarrassing as our stories?
That was a lot better, yes.
Teachers.
Teachers. Oh
The
my
teachers
God,
from
yeah.
our school.
Yeah.
Got some embarrassing ones. No, there's some sort of, like a few of them slept in our lesson, just fell asleep.
Who was that?
That was tame. That was fine. Well, we can't say any of their names, can we?
Oh, yeah.
But we got a lot of stories there,
What subject? I don't know what teacher.
bro. I remember quite a few people falling asleep. But I remember the one. Do you remember our science class in like year 8?
Yeah.
With that one teacher that fell asleep.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
guy. He. Oh, there's so many stories to him. I remember there was a time when, like, I don't know why. Like, I wasn't there, but I heard that apparently during a lesson he got so pissed off. Yeah, apparently he started stabbing himself with a pen. I don't know if that was true, but bare people talking about it, so it must be. I don't know.
I don't think I've heard that story, to be honest with you, mate.
I heard it. He was psycho, bro. I remember he used to
I
carry
quite
around.
liked him.
Did you? Bro, you're
Yeah,
fucking
he was
mad.
alright. He was alright. He meant well. That's
Bro,
all that matters. He meant
I
well.
know for a fact you lick ass, bro. You're taking a piss.
Anyway, so we're going to some more going to some different kind of stories. Eamon, explain the story. Just go straight into the story.
Well, the one, I was going to. I don't know if it's the same one you're thinking about, but there's one where basically in this lesson we were giving out iPads.
Yeah, this is the one.
Is this the
So you
one?
know Kahoot? It was Kahoot.
Was it Kahoot?
We were
Was
playing
it
Kahoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one kid didn't have a phone on him.
Yeah, he didn't have his. Yeah, he didn't have his phone on him or anything. So he was given the teacher's iPad, the personal one, and for some this guy just didn't give a shit anyway. So he just went on the camera roll and then just saw like a half naked picture of the teacher.
She was pretty much nude.
Yeah, basically. But like, I mean, the thing is like, the reason why it's funny is because it's just what the picture was, but it was her like iPad, so it's her personal things. But I feel like maybe she should have thought about it before she gave it, because you know, boys, you know how boys are like, bro. They're like nosy when it comes to like girls, is like women.
I think it was funny because of our age as well, though.
Yeah.
Like we were young at the time, so
But a fucking nude of a woman, on an old woman.
what she did, is she in the wrong for it? Who's in the wrong in this situation?
I don't think she's really in the wrong. Like, she's allowed to do whatever she wants on her own. If it was her personal iPad, not the school's one, she's not. I don't think she's in the wrong at all. It's just the only thing she should have done is just a bit more wary when it comes to giving it to him. Cause
do you think he's in the wrong for going on her personal pictures, or do you reckon it's he was a kid? It's fine. You know, it's her fault because she gave him the iPad with the pictures
that's
on.
the thing, we would never know, because if he was to, or if someone was to snake on him, would the school have punished him? That's the thing. I don't know, because it's both.
I feel like she would have been punished more, to be honest. She was more likely to get punished than he was. 100%.
It's hers though. Like, I think it's her personal iPad. The only bad thing she did is give it to him without even thinking. As in, she should have known.
Yeah, but he was a minor at the time, and he's a student. Like you can't. It wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked. But it was funny, and that's all that matters, really.
Yeah, it was really funny.
But one teacher that we'll talk about who wasn't funny at all, his breath actually kicked half the time.
Yeah, I know who you're on about now.
Was this particular teacher? We'll talk about him in a bit more detail now. But Eamon, I think you should start your story, your experience with this guy. We've both got experiences with this guy. So
we had him since year 7, right? And in year 7, I was so scared of him, bro. I was so shook because basically, he made us go up the front and present something to the whole class. And like, if you didn't do it, or if you did something wrong, he'll just have a go at you for no reason. So I was a bit scared of him. But as time went on, like, you just didn't give a shit about teachers, did you? Like, not many people did. So there's a time when I was doing my work on the computer, right? And my earphones were in. We were allowed to listen to music at the time. And then he was, oh, everyone turn around, blah, blah. And everyone's turned around. I'm the only one sitting on my computer. And he comes up, right? And I feel a massive, like, bash on the back of on my chair. I turn around, he literally kicked the back of my chair. I'm thinking, is that fucking normal? Like, can he even do that?
That's not allowed.
He kicked the back of my chair, and then I didn't say anything. I just thought, okay, because I was a bit of a pussy back then. But
yeah,
he literally.
But did you smell his onion breath as he did it?
Bro, the times though, but the times I smelled it is when. So I'm on the computer, right? He comes up behind you. You can feel the breath on your hair, yeah. And then your hands are on the mouse, and then his hands just goes on top of it. It was not, bro. It was not normal. It's like, oh,
creepy guy.
It's disgusting.
I mean, your thing, he's a bit violent and stuff, but you know, you could pass it off. But with my story, it's a bit different. So we had the same teacher,
yeah. But
for me, we were using computers for this particular lesson we were doing. And I had my bag on my back.
Yeah.
Sitting down on a chair doing the work. It was quite a hard lesson. I remember I wasn't really understanding it very much, and I was doing the work and I was struggling. And he came up to me, and he was getting frustrated that I didn't understand it and I wasn't doing it right, and I wasn't looking at him when I was speaking. I was quite scared of him, like you said. He was quite a scary guy. He used to, because when you're younger, you should have teachers like speaking to you like a bit better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he didn't. He spoke to adults the same way he spoke to kids. He was a bit weird like that. It was in year 8, and yeah, I had my bag on my back. I was leaning forward like this. I was on the mouse. I was looking at the thing, and he comes up. He grabs the handle on my bag, and I shit you not, he pulls me up out of my chair and says, "Take your bag off." And he yeeted me into the sky. I was really small at the time as well, almost as small as you are now, and
Bro, okay,
it shook me. And do you know what? I think it scared the guy who I was sitting next to more. Shout out Stefano, my guy. Stefano got like a bit verbal with him. He was like, "Yo, what are you doing? You can't do that." And I was just shook, fam. And he tried to talk to me at the end of the lesson. I wouldn't have it. Then I reported it to a teacher. He nearly got fired from the whole thing.
Mad.
Yeah, I was shook, bro. I was shook.
Yeah.
Cried again. 3rd time I've cried. 3 clips and I've cried in all of them.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Fucking
pussy. Yeah.
But the thing is, though, yeah, are teachers even allowed to do like? Are they even allowed to like touch, as in lay any hands on a student?
Well, so like, is it ever acceptable to have a teacher touch a pupil, like not in that way, not in that dodgy, Jimmy Savile way, in like a
violent way? Let's just say violent way, or to prove a point, or I don't know.
Well, they used to have the cane back in the day, didn't they? That was fast. That's not going to teach anyone.
Things have changed.
Of course, but like I'd say the only time a teacher should ever be allowed to lay a hand on a pupil is if he's about to get in a fight and they have to hold him back. They have to use a bit of force.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, obviously they're allowed to do that, but I'm saying in times when, for example, the teacher we're on about now, him grabbing your bag and pulling you back, or him kicking my chair just to get your attention in a violent way.
Yeah.
Like, you can use your voice in it, but the fact that he uses hands to prove a point or to get your attention, to shut you up, in my opinion, I don't think a teacher should ever do that, because there's been many stories like that where teachers have been sacked because they laid a hand on a student in a
no. Well, if you're talking in that context, then no.
Yeah.
A teacher should never be able to be physically aggressive to a kid. No.
He shouldn't have been teaching in our school ever since that.
No. I think he got away with a lot after that, and I've heard stories of like, there's this one teacher who pinned a kid up against the wall because he said something about his mum.
Oh, I remember that. I heard about that.
In a way, I can kind of, like, if you're talking about someone's mum, and if someone's sensitive about it, then they should feel free to be violent. But he was an adult, and the kid was a kid.
Yeah.
And he was a teacher. and he was a student. He should have got fired for it, but he didn't. He was a sound teacher as well, to be fair.
Do you think that's why he got let off, or did the headmaster?
What? Because he was nice.
No, because they spoke about his mum. Is that why do you think?
I think he got. All I know is he got given a warning. It was before we joined the school, so.
Yeah, I heard about it though. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Anyway, let us know in the comments. Should a teacher ever be allowed to lay a finger on a pupil? In a bit.
Pull up in the gold, I'm leading. But them other man need feeding. I don't wanna go Bombay. Them I don't know what I do when I go from dealing. Leading the pack in black and I'm on with a bag. Snapping with a phone and die. Boss up a man with a duster. Put him in the drip and sip blockbuster. Win, 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 that's the only ammo. Ring, 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 I reply with NO. Call me Leno, how the